In this video, I'm going to be playing as California. This video is part of a series, A to Z with releasables. My aim is to reunite the USA, and I'll take Canada and Mexico too, unofficially forming North American Union. I started by justifying on Aslan and Cascadia. I built the factories and switched ideology, because releasables start with 500 political power instead of the usual 100. On the other hand, they start with 0 manpower and 0 research points. Manpower wasn't much of a problem since California has a good population, but research points were scarce. I started declaring war on the American releasables. Aslan was first to go. Confederate states were a player, they were probably going to try and form Golden Circle. I decided to ignore them for now, but I made my intentions clear by declining their alliance requests. Taking Aslan took longer than I thought it would, it was full of mountains. After I took Aslan I moved on to Cascadia. Confederate states got the message and left. Unexpectedly though, 150,000 Argentinian troops were making their way to Cascadia. I had recently allied them thinking it was to deter Brazil, but apparently it was so they could take Cascadia. I immediately unallied them and rushed Seattle, but it wasn't enough. I took the rest of Cascadia and continued taking the other releasables, but I would be back for Seattle. Here's a quick time lapse. Most releasables were done with. All I had left was New England, Confederate States and the rest of USA. Argentina was AI and allied to Confederate States, so I was going to declare war on Confederate States and I would drag Argentina into the war. I made some tanks and started taking USA. During the time lapse, I set a few tanks through the Panama Canal to go to New England. I also declared war on Confederate States and Argentina. I took Seattle and continued my wars. I also started preparing the army I was going to use to invade Argentina. Soon enough, USA was done with. I forgot about Puerto Rico so I justified the war goal on them. Meanwhile, I was waiting for my army to heal and take Confederate States. I was in a large deficit, since I had 4,000 tanks in the water and my government spending price exploded. Confederate States fell quickly, it was now just waiting for those tanks to get to Argentina. Maybe I should do something about that. I landed in Buenos Aires and sent my tanks off. USA was also almost completely free of unrest, which gives me more tax. That easily fixed my economy. I earlier declared war on Canada and Mexico, as promised. I am quote-unquote forming North American Union. While we're here, time to tell you about my Discord. We're close to 200 members. Me and my mods are preparing an event for it. I would appreciate if you join. Back to the video. With the fall of Argentina, I now officially control all of USA. All that's left is to take Mexico and Canada. I had already took some parts of Canada. I was also going to make a navy, because I didn't have a single ship this entire game, and I wasn't liking the way Japan was acting. Anyway, here's a nice quick time lapse. Here's a small tip. If you're low on cash, try finding some small countries and take them for easy money, then you can use them to build more tanks or develop cities. And with that, Mexico capitulates. Thanks for watching. If you want to see the previous 2 videos of this series, there's a link to the playlist. The robots at YouTube think that you'll like the other video. Don't forget to join the Discord, and have a good 2024.